that was huge there. If Corey makes it, it was a tough shot, but if he makes that, you figure the score would be knotted up 6 apiece, excuse me. Oh, no, wait a minute. It's 5-5 now. Okay, so this is the game. Okay, right. This is a big game here.
Yeah, it is to go on the hill first.
Okay, folks, we do have another match to go on table 21.
Mike has to get right in between these with 6-8. This is a little touchy.
Rich Laura add up to 10. It's a 46-38 race on table 21.
Wow, that was a good shot. Well, the 6 to the 7's the key. He's going to have to go a couple rails here and fall just right on the 6. Definitely not easy. I think they both played excellent. They both only missed. Oh, he got a little rub on the 10. Now the shot on the 6 is much more difficult. That changes things. But they both played well. They both only missed a couple shots. And Corey, that shot he just missed was quite difficult. So neither one of them have really missed a hanger or anything like that. This is a tough shot, especially with the score 5-5. I mean, if you're ahead 3-4 games, the pressure's not on, but this is brutal. And he has to pump it in real hard to go twice with the cue ball. God, that was a great shot. I mean, that was a really, really good shot right there.
Absolutely. If you're just joining in, this is Ray Hansen, also known as Big Truck, and I'm joined in the booth right now by John Schmidt, Mr. 400. You probably have that title the rest of your life.
Well, actually, Frank Alvarez gave me that title 4 or 5 years ago, joking around. I didn't think it would stick, but I kind of like it because you can get stuck with real dorky nicknames if you're not careful. At least Mr. 400 is not too bad, you know.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to stick me with a nickname, and I was like, well, let's go with that, because I've been called worse.
All right, Mike Davis gets on the hill.
All right, 6-5, Mike. Anyway, Robin Dotson, real quick, you asked me what I've been doing. I've been into riding motorcycles. I'll be honest with you, I might sell them. I rode my Goldwing up here last night from Pensacola, about 300 miles, and 6 times I counted. I'm in the fast lane or right next to the fast lane. Somebody's doing 80 or 90, and they're weaving over towards me, and every single one of them were texting, doing 90.
Wow.
Texting, I swear, I wish I wanted to just throw a brick at them.
That's scary.
When you're on a motorcycle and people are texting next to you, it really pisses you off, so I don't know.
Well, I always rode motorcycles when I was younger, and I didn't have one for a long time. I bought a Goldwing.
Oh, yeah?
And, I got on, I got next to 18-wheelers on the highway. I mean, I sold big trucks for 17 years, they don't scare me, but the wind coming off of them, the counter steering you'd have to do, it just wore me out after just a 100-mile trip. And I said, man, I sold it.
Yeah. Oh, wow, did he?
10 ball does not count on the brake.
Oh, 10 ball does not count on the brake anywhere we're being told? In any pocket? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, okay. Well, that's a good rule. The 10 shouldn't count anywhere. Yeah, somebody mentioned Torsten ran 3:29 the other day. That is awesome. Doesn't surprise me at all. He's a phenomenal player. And I'm really, I have to play him next round, so it looks like he's in dead stroke. That kind of sucks for me, but
well, you have to come with it, John.
Well, Mike Davis is on the hill and shooting, so still though, this rack is difficult. The 4 to the 5 is a little funny. Definitely not what you'd call a road map. Gamma Ray says I need to get a car. I've actually got a truck, but all I use it for is to haul my dirt bike to go ride it. So. Yeah, I think I'm going to sell all the bikes. I'm going to get back into playing golf. It's a little safer. These texting drivers, I just can't take much more of it.
Well, we'd like to see you...
yeah, I'd like to live past 40 myself. I mean,
we'd like to see you get back playing more pool.
Yeah, I need to do that too, I guess. That's right. I guess that is what I do.
Well, this is kind of tricky, falling just right on the 4 ball, and then he's going to have to go back and forth across the table.
And then take the short side position on the 5 also. I mean, this rack is far from over, especially with the pressure. Oh, and he got kind of in between. We're going back and forth is tough, and holding it there is tough. He's in a bad spot here.
Now, he might be able to draw this back and tap the 6 out of the way.
I don't know, Ray. It looks a little too thin. It's possible. But even if you do that, you just kind of...
You have to really put a stroke on it to make that happen.
Yeah, I don't quite think that's available, bud. He just going to have to pop this in and go back and forth twice.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He was looking at putting the cue ball right up there on the 5 and going sending the 4 ball down.
And it's funny, too, because that cue ball comes down 2 more inches. He's got just the right angle to go back and forth across the table, but now he really has to do something spectacular.
Right, exactly.
Well, he just hit it like perfect. I mean, that's just a heck of a shot. This is a free shot, too, because you're going to draw the cue ball back behind the 6. If you miss, you've hooked him with a 6. So it takes a little bit of heat off the shot, and you can also make the 5 in off the 9. So
exactly.
Mike's a pretty big favorite from here.
Well, he made that look really easy.
Right, and it wasn't.
Yeah, it was not an easy shot.
Yep, it should be out here.
That was a great shot there.
Well, it's going to be a big win for Mike getting by Corey this early in the tournament. That's a pretty tough. Oh my goodness! Mike Davis just well.
You know what that's called? We call that announcer jinx.
And again, like I say, in case you think Corey isn't a tough game, here's a guy that shot that shot 1 billion times and just missed it, and that's how hard the game is. And Corey has to hit a real nice little drag draw here. There we go. That was a good stroke. Get on the other side of the 8. Now, Mike is a seasoned professional, and I would think he'll be able to shake that off, but that could affect his mindset a little bit. And Corey doesn't have much heat on him now because he figures he was going to lose anyway, and now, he's right in it. That was, I didn't expect that.
It looks like we're going to have a hill match here.
Now, that was interesting. Yeah. Wow, hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got to use inside English and you're off the rail a little bit, hey, I've seen Tiger Woods miss a 2-foot putt, so it happened. And that shot was harder than a 2-foot putt in golf because he was spinning the cue ball and having to kind of punch it up there for shape. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, he's going to make that most of the time, and he hit it bad. But, again, it just shows how hard the game is. Yeah, it's nothing I haven't done a few times.
I believe so. Well, this is with the winter break format, and
It didn't feel right
Corey's break.
anyway, because I was like, it's so easy. There's no way to miss this ball.
You're trying to. Mike's talking to us a little bit, explaining to me. I think he was trying to punch that cue ball up near the 8, and there's a lot going on when you're shooting a stick into a ball, into another ball, into a pocket. There's a lot of variables going on there, and
yeah, you mentioned he kind of took it for granted,
sure,
it being so easy.
I actually love seeing that because then I know I'm not the only one that misses balls. No, I'm just kidding, Mike. But it'll be interesting to see how Mike reacts to this if he gets a chance to shoot.
That's probably
wow. Look at here. Now Corey just broke. Has got the 1-3 stop to the 5 stop.
probably the best break of the match right here.
I do not like it when a commentator says this is an easy out, because as we just saw, nothing's easy. But this would be considered a fairly routine out if he can land fairly straight on the 3, which he has. Yeah, Corey's going to steal. He's going to steal this match.
Right. This is definitely a faux nap, as Poolzilla in the internet chat room there says.
Well, no, he still has to. Okay, he has to make the 5, go to the rail, and then back out with correct position on the 6 to land on the 7. So this has to be hit pretty good right here. Oh, and he just babied it, and he had to count on the table rolling straight. Okay.
Yeah, that 5 ball, or that 7 ball that Mike misses is definitely going to haunt him.
He missed a 7 and an 8. I think the 8 was actually a little easier than one he missed earlier, but those 2 shots there are going to cost him. He played fantastic pool that match, so it's kind of a shame somebody has to lose there. Corey Deuel is going to win the match. Wow, man. Unbelievable. Well, folks, I've got to go grab a sandwich and get ready for my match with Torsten Holm. It's been great hanging out with you guys and Ray, big truck. A lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, likewise, John. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, bud.
Good luck on your match.
All right, you guys. Take care.
Thanks, John. All right, folks, we're going to be back with another match here right away, so don't go far.
Come out and play against some of the best players in the world, including Corey Deuel, Marlon Manalo, and many more on Seminole Florida Pro Tour. Watch for the Seminole Florida Pro Tour coming to your area.
Whose phone is that? Yours?
Guys warming up at the table right now is Ralph Eckert, visiting from Germany with a friend of Torsten Holman. And he'll be playing James Roberts from Florida, I believe. And the players will be warming up, and we'll be getting things rolling here in just a little while.